Mr. D right back at you. Just woke up this morning and I'm reading on my phone that President Trump just put Nigeria on the watch list of countries with particular concern. Um, this really came about following the report by the senator by the name Ted Cruz, who claimed that Nigeria is experiencing what is called Christian genocide. That's what he said. That's how he puts it. He said Nigeria is experiencing what is called Christian genocide. And the funniest thing about it is, this man by the name Senator Ted Cruz, I just don't understand how someone who's never been to Nigeria before knows a lot about Nigeria than we Nigerians living right here in Nigeria. Listen up, we don't have a Christian genocide in Nigeria. What we're suffering right here in Nigeria is terrorist attacks. Terrorists in Nigeria don't want to know your religious status. When they invade a place, they kill everybody. Nobody want to know. They don't ask questions about your religious status. When a terrorist invades a place, a community, a state, village, whatever, they kill everybody in that community. They don't want to know your status. I mean, let me take you back to the Chibok girls attack. Do you mean to tell me that the Chibok girls, half of them were Christians? Wrong. Half of them, 90% of the Chibok girls at the time, were Muslims. So you can't conclude by saying there's a Christian genocide in Nigeria. Everybody's been affected, regardless of race, religion, and tribe. So I think Senator Ted Cruz is wrong. There's no Christian genocide in Nigeria. What we have is a terrorist attack, and it has nothing to do with your religion. It has absolutely nothing to do with your tribe. There's a group of people who come from outside trying to destabilize a country called Nigeria. And I wonder why President Trump do not like Nigeria. We want to invite President Trump down here to Nigeria. We wish President Trump can just come over here and pay us a visit and see for himself. And we probably gonna sing him his best songs. We know his best song. YMCA. Whoa, we play that song for President Trump if he decides to visit Nigeria. Look, let me take your man back. Let me take your mind back. Sierra was in Nigeria and she was in Lagos. Nothing happened to her. You can ask her how she felt. Listen, man, it is wrong to generalize. These terrorist attacks that we're talking about, it's not dominant in all states. It's not predominantly in all states. These terrorist attacks are just in a region, not in all states. Just like in America, we have gun violence in America in Chicago, which is very high, by 90%. Now, do we say all American states are like that? No. Not all states in America are considered violent, just the same way it is back here in Nigeria. Not all states have been plagued by terrorist attack. So when you go about thinking, oh, Nigeria's on fire, that everybody is being attacked, no, it's not predominantly in all states. It's just a few regions, just a few states. But you see, I'm not trying to say that President Trump can come to our aid. But I think when President Trump made that speech and made that statement saying that there's a Christian genocide, I feel that is so divisive because you trying to segregate right now. When you make that statement, Christian genocide, you're trying to make it seem like the Muslims don't really have a say, or the Muslims shouldn't be protected. That's wrong. If you want to help Nigeria fight against terrorism and not come out to say it's a Christian genocide. No.